Hi and welcome back. In my practice, I see a lot of people with tight calves. So today we're going to do a little self-massage on our calves and see if we can loosen them up. So get comfy. You can be in a chair with your legs crossed or on the floor like this. I suggest starting off by massaging your foot because a lot of times if you have tight calves and tight feet, if you start working on your calf muscles, you end up getting a foot cramp. So start by loosening up the foot. You just do a little spreading, and if you stay tuned, I'm going to have a video on foot massage, particularly for plantar fasciitis. So look for that. So I'm just doing some spreading. You can just do a little back and forth rubbing on the foot, just warming it up. You can do some brisk rubbing, you can do some shaking, some jostling, and just get the foot nice and warm. Grab the toes, do a little traction, pulling, maybe have a couple little cracks like I just did. All right, so let's put our foot down and just start by warming up the calf. So just nice brisk rubbing. You want it to be nice and warm so it's ready for some deeper work. If your skin is very, very dry, you can use just a drop of lotion, but only a little tiny drop because you want to be able to engage the tissue and not be slipping and sliding over it. Okay, so we're just going to do squeezes for now. So just take your hands like this, your palms like this, and squeeze. And that should feel really good. Squeeze, squeeze. So I'm just leaning with my body, leaning into the calf. And that way you get a nice, good, firm pressure, but you don't hurt your hands or your arms by tiring them out because you're using your whole body. Squeeze all the way down to the ankle. Sometimes it helps to turn the hands when you get down there, so grabbing like this and squeeze, squeeze. So basically you're going to do whatever is most comfortable for you. So if this is more comfortable, if this is more comfortable, however you have to use your hands, place your body, this is your massage and it needs to feel good on your body. So now we're going to do the same sort of grasp, but we're going to do a spreading motion. So get right behind the knee, and what we're going to do is spread the fascia. So you're right with the two heads of gastrocnemius here, and spread. That's the most superficial calf muscle, the one that's closest to the surface is gastrocnemius, or some people just call it gastroc for short. And spreading, and we're going to slowly work our way all the way down, spreading that tissue. Slowly bringing your hands out, not forcing it, just kind of right in with it, letting the tissue take you. Leaning in with your body to give it the extra pressure that you like. And if it's too much, back off. It should feel good, not hurt. Okay? And spreading. All the way down to the ankle. If there's a place that feels a little tender, sometimes that's right where the heads of gastrocnemius meet the Achilles tendon, which is about halfway between the knee crease and the heel, then you could just spend a little more time there. Or wherever it feels tender to you, or where it feels particularly good, you can hang out there too. Okay. And now we're going to take our fists, soft fists, get right up under that knee crease again, hook the tissue so that you got a little hold of it there, right? And then slowly lean in so that you're doing a nice myofascial release right down the calf. Again, don't force it, don't push it. You don't want to be sliding over the skin. You want to really engage the tissue and let that take you down, and you're just going for the ride. Okay, try to have a flat back so you're not hurting yourself that way. A flat back and leaning into the tissue. Now, that should feel really nice. All the way down. When you get to the Achilles, sometimes direct pressure right on the Achilles doesn't feel so good. You can go on either side of the Achilles tendon instead, like that. And down to the ankles. All right, let's do that again, but we're going to add some active movement. So as you grasp the tissue with your knuckles there, try to keep your wrists straight, or as straight as possible. They might be in a little flexion here. You're going to slowly flex the foot, and that's going to put the calf on a stretch, and then slacken by bringing it down as you're working your way down the calf. Flex and relax. This is called active release because you're actively engaging the ankle and foot as you work here. You can bring the toes back and down. Again, you can go on either side of the Achilles here. Stretch and down. And we can go the other way and it'll be a little more intense. So again, grasping like this, right around the ankle. And then what you have to do is lean back. Instead of pushing forward, you're gonna lean back as if you're pulling the reins. And again, stretching and down. Stretch the tissue and down. Just going for the ride here. Not forcing, not pushing, should feel good. Now over here, it feels really good to squeeze for some people. So I'm squeezing it a little bit in between my fingers, this big chunk of tissue right here. Nice and slackened. And then slowly stretching with the flexion and relaxing as you move on up all the way to the knee crease. Okay, we're going to get a little more specific with pressure here. So we're going to use our fingers. Go right behind the Achilles, and we're actually going to take them like this so that your 4 fingers on each hand is going to go right in the middle, so it'll be between the heads of gastroc as we go up. And again, you can do active movement. If that's too intense, then just keep your foot on the floor. And coming up. Okay. If this is too intense for you also, you can go back to doing the full hands with a broader pressure. Great, all the way up to the knee crease. And now let's go on either side of the Achilles, and we're going to go into a muscle called soleus, and that is just deep to gastrocnemius, right behind it. And it's a real big plantar flexor. It flexes your foot like this very strongly, and often a real problem for some people who have tight calves. So again, we're going to take our 4 fingers, go on either side of the Achilles tendon, and start working our way up. And then you'll feel we're going to be right behind the bone here, right behind the tibia and fibula. And we're going to go into, you'll feel where it sort of goes in underneath the gastrocnemius. There's sort of a dent there right behind the bone. You're going to press in, so the trajectory is going in, your fingers in towards each other, and also up towards you. So go ahead in. It might be hard to get to if it's really tight, that's okay, just go where you can, where it feels good, maybe where it feels a little tender to work it. And dragging it up towards the knee. And you'll feel the muscle moving as you flex and point your foot, which is normal because that's what it does. When you point the foot, it will activate. And when you flex, it will stretch. Great. Again, give some squeezes going down. You can use that spreading motion again and squeeze. Good. And give a nice jostle. All this tissue, let it be really loose and flabby. It's okay to do that now. We always think about holding ourselves so tight. It's good to let it go. Good. Rub the foot a little bit. And again, stay tuned for my foot massage video. That should feel really good too. And of course, you'll repeat on the other side. But what it might be interesting to do is stand up and walk around and just see how the two sides feel differently. And I think you're going to notice a big difference. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more like this, and please comment below. Let me know how this worked for you. I'll see you in the next video.